to show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Solo might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back. 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Pump the gas. Running to the future. Past. I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back. 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 I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Lazard will go in motion right. Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow. Play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that went over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Wilson will throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebe now. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Wilson wants a different look. On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go. 19-18. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Freeze. Check. Hurt. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Lazard gets the first down, and I still have to refer to my notes to remember that he was actually undrafted out of Iowa State. Put up career highs as the Packers' #1 receiver last season. The Jets hope that's production he can provide in a new shade of green.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 81 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Panther streak. Panther check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Hurt.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
7-7, our score after 1. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The throw over the middle, taken in. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
95, 14.
Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Hey, check that, street. Check, man, check, 19 tight, 19, Panther 11.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Panther 80. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. There he goes, left side. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught. Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 25 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here. To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Let's go now.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Cougar 19. 65 cat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go check. Go check. Third. Third. Right there. Right there. 19 Lions.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's complete. It's Okurebunom. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they'll change things up. On second down, a run with Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Tuck 50, tuck 50. Bang out, bang out, bam, bam.
Now it's Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos just continue to roll. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
7 Pirates.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, that's Lazard. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time.
And now the rookie's free. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets get a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Jets 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. On first down, Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Alert, 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 alert.
Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Hey, check that streak. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Back to throw here. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Check mash, check mash. Go, Reed, go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
14,
now Wilson changing the play.
Saturday. Spot that. Friday.
Wilson throwing to start the drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Into space at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll shift things around.
Hey, alert. Go, 14. Alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Run it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
95. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
60 average. 6. Go check. Third. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. That puts them in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Cougar 19.
Quick throw complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
18. Big Lion. Cup 19. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Broncos 56, Jets 23.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Wilson wants to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
14, run it. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuebi now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Wilson. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready? 3. Check, hurt. Check, hurt. 7 Pirates. Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Hawk 70. Panther Street. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all